Alright, so I know I've been AFK on this channel for the past month, with you all waiting on edge for me to discuss the vanilla build of WWE 2K22. But when you're running a decently successful cartoon channel and trying to balance that with everything else life throws at you, your other priorities tend to get overlooked most of the time. Anyways, I'm here to talk about 2K22's vanilla build, or version 1.00, whatever you want to call it. WWE 2K22 served as a reboot for the franchise following the disaster that was WWE 2K20. Visual Concepts rebuilt the gameplay engine from the ground up, introduced combos, the return of MyGM, and made the gameplay feel much smoother and more arcade-like. However, it came at the sacrifice of introducing My Faction for the first time, with their usage of microtransactions only getting worse with each yearly release.
Oh no, no.
Let's not get too much into that. At the time, WWE 2K22 practically saved the franchise. While it wasn't perfect, it was still seen as a massive step forward compared to what came before it. The development for this game was around 2 years, which meant several wrestlers that were released during development had to be cut. And with that came some cut content, including a Bray Wyatt story that would have served as the finale for MyRise, a 2K showcase match featuring Justin Thunder, and Adam Cole reportedly being replaced by Paragon J. Pierce for a storyline involving the Intercontinental Championship in MyRise. All these things put together, and I see why so many people want me to discuss the vanilla version of WWE 2K22. And when I initially booted this up for the first time, I was surprised by how little had changed before the day one patch. Sure, there are still a few glitches and hidden leftovers that can't be accessed anymore, but compared to other vanilla builds I've looked at, there isn't really much missing. Let's start with renders. Guess how many were changed or removed before the final release? Here's the answer: 0. You heard me right, 0 renders were changed before version 1.01. That honestly caught me off guard more than anything else. The same goes for the roster. No Aleister Black, no Big Show, no Adam Cole, and the only thing I could find relating to Daniel Bryan were a few crowd signs, which I believe was covered by Smack Talks in one of his videos. As for Showcase Mode, MyRise, and MyGM, I couldn't find anything that had been removed or significantly changed before release either. One of the biggest issues I ran was the inability to perform diving finishers on opponents standing or laying at ringside. For me, this is one of the most annoying glitches in the entire build, especially if you're playing as a high flyer like Rey Mysterio or Ricochet. The replay screen for certain highlights also had a mind of its own.
Another one bites the dust to the champ. Top rope. I think the champ's got it.
Every match you boot up will show all these muscle icons that appear briefly before starting a match, which doesn't affect the gameplay, but found pretty weird. Wrestlers also do the Undertaker sit-up pose after kicking out of a pin, which was an issue found in 2K20. It's not as prevalent as it was back then, but it still happens occasionally. Speaking of gameplay, the thing that caught me off guard the most in terms of gameplay was how you could do diving finishers off a ladder. I know we have this now in the current games, but back then, this was unfortunately taken out and it pissed off a lot of people. In version 1.00 of 2K22 though, you have the full ability to do diving finishers off the ladder. This is honestly one of the few things the vanilla version got absolutely right, and I never understood why it was removed in the first place. Switching gears to the entrance suite, there are NWO Trons and music that are fully usable in this build. The thing about this was how the NWO was the main focus for that year's pre-order bonus, so having full access to these was pretty cool to find. MSK also has a slot for their theme in the game, but when you try to listen to it, you don't hear anything. Ric Flair has an alternate Tron titled Ric Flair 91 that is not available in the latest version, which implies we were intended to get another Ric Flair model before it was taken out. Some of you might be wondering whether there is any commentary in the vanilla version, and surprisingly, there is.
Triple threat matchup, and it's going to be Steve Austin, Eddie Guerrero, and Dolph Ziggler. Preparation will be key. All three competitors have to come into this match with a game plan.
The commentary is fully intact. Why commentary disappeared in future vanilla builds is beyond me, but finding everything present and working in WWE 2K22 was another pleasant surprise. And that's pretty much it. I know some of you were probably expecting a lot more to be uncovered, and honestly, so was I, but this is probably one of the most complete WWE vanilla builds I've ever played. Part of that likely comes down to the extended development cycle. The team had nearly 2 full years to work on this game, and unlike later entries, monetization wasn't the primary focus. Sure, my faction existed, but the main priority was clearly rebuilding the gameplay experience and restoring confidence in the series. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.